Today we are here with the award-winning MC Barber.
Hey everyone, this is MC Barber. Here I have another video for you. A classic haircut, not too short, taper the back, kind of push back. So first thing, as usually, I like to, this gentleman is my first time client. I like to comb the hair in a direction that it falls. I want to, after consultation and figuring out what the gentleman likes, I would like to set the hair pretty much in the style where I want to create. And as usually, I use 1.5 to remove the bulk of the hair and create a foundation for my style. In this haircut, I'm not going to go too high on my tapering. I'm going to kind of keep it low. This is a classic cut. As you can see, I'm not using my 1.5 as I usually do. I'm not keeping my blade flat against his skull. I'm slightly pointing the teeth of my blade towards his skull because I'm starting from 1.5, but I'm really finishing probably at 4 or 3 and 3.5 towards the top, and this is staying pretty low. I'm not, as you see, I'm not going very high. Now I'm using my fading clippers with an open blade, with a closed blade, and then I'm gonna, as I start my taper on the back, I am using 1/16 of an inch, removing that line between 0 and 1.5 by simply kind of rocking my wrist there. So a little free hand is involved here in this technique. Same thing at sideburns area or temple area there. I'm gonna start with my closed clips, my closed blade and my fading clippers, and I'm not gonna go too high. I want to keep this, as I say, nice and classic and tapered around the ears and tapered on the back. Actually, I did get requests for this haircut from New Zealand. It's not quite the haircut they ask, but it's pretty close. It is kind of difficult to find the models for certain haircuts that I get requests for right away, but as I do find models for those haircuts, I will definitely make the haircut and the style that you guys request. So that was my first step. I did 1.5, and then I did a little tapering at the bottom. Now, as usually here, I'm using my straight edge razor to blend. This razor is, of all the razors, my favorite razor for razor work. We have it available now. There is a link down under. In a lot of videos now have a link to eBay where you can actually order it, and we ship them the same day when we get an order. Now, certain people ask me what is the difference between this razor or other Tondeo razors. This razor and Dovo razors, for example, especially that this one is slightly more expensive than the other ones. Well, this is the difference. You have to have experience really to know with these razors. You have to have experience of cutting with these razors. The reason I prefer this razor over all other razors is, one, the handle on this razor is round. Cutting with a straight edge razor is all about the angle, at which angle your blade is. So changing angle with this particular razor is so easy because the handle is round, so you can go from 45 to 65 to 90 degrees by just simply rotating in your fingers instead of moving your whole wrist, as your wrist should stay fixed at all times. Another thing about this particular razor is it's a very high quality stainless steel. It's really good razor. Another thing that this razor has that no other razor has is actually a screw that connects the razor holder and the handle. That is extremely important on the razor. So as you use your razor, after a while, opening and closing your razor, it gets very soft, loose, and then it really makes it very difficult to cut with it because you want to keep the same angle. Razor cutting is all about keeping the same angle. As long as you are keeping the same angle, you are ensuring that the quality of your cut is even. So that is very important, and that the screw there is actually extremely important. So these are some of the the differences between this razor and other razors. I tried a lot of different razors, but honestly this is my favorite. It's made in Germany, in Solingen, Germany. So anyway, we have them. You can get them directly from us. We do get a lot of questions about them. Another question we get is the scissors we use. These are 6.5 scissors with a convex edge. I prefer convex edge over bevel edge because convex edge does not limit me to what I can do with scissors. So definitely convex edge over any other edge. 6.5 inches is the about right size. Question I also got, do I use left-handed scissor in my left hand? Yes, of course I use left-handed scissor in my left hand versus my right hand. I have a right-handed scissor. So you really cannot use your right-handed scissor in your left hand. Just the way they are made, they don't work very well and make your hand work a lot harder. So now here we are just putting a little texture on the top. We're going to try to keep the top as long as it is. A little point cutting. I always like to start, or 90% of the time, from the crown and move forward. It's very important that you start from the crown and move forward when it comes to when you want to leave the front longer. So when you want your crown to be shorter, and as you go forward, the hair gets longer. So that way, from one point, for example, from here, I can start over directing and bringing every section to that point. That ensures that my front is gradually getting longer and it's even. As usually, every good haircut needs good finish. Really, the reason I tell people all the time that you should blow dry and style your client's hair. This is the only time that your client will actually see how the hairstyle should look like, and the benefits of that is that, one, your client knows what he's getting, what kind of hairstyle, separates you from the rest of the barbers. You are a men's hairstylist. 3, today when he leaves my shop, this gentleman will at least meet few of his friends, and when they see his haircut and his style, they definitely ask him, where did you get it? And that's when you get referrals, and that's how you build your clientele. Do not underestimate the value of that. 90% of my clientele is definitely referrals, word of mouth, and basically we are an artists. You just you gotta enjoy what you do and do it all the way. So there it is. That was the haircut I did for you today. Please don't forget to subscribe. mcbarber.com is my website. I will have those razors also on my website, but they are not. My website is still under construction. It's not 100%. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Please don't forget to put thumbs up if you like my work. Also, put any questions that you like. We will be more than happy to answer and to do the haircuts that you are asking for. MC Barber with you.